In this episode of the Weird and Surprising Facts podcast, you and I will explore theories as to why the humpback whales put their own lives at risk to save other species of animals from killer whale attacks, whether you might have Neanderthal DNA in your genes, how Harvard University at one time was the oldest university in the United States, how it lost that title, and how it regained that title. Why Alexander the Great washed his hair in saffron, and how tall is the world's tallest dog? Well, all I can say is this dog, he could be a superstar in the NBA, National Basketball Association. Stephen Carter here, your host for the Weird and Surprising Facts podcast. I invite you to join me for each and every episode. Why? When you join us, you will always have something fun and interesting to share with friends and family. They will think you are an absolute fact genius. Let's begin by answering the question, do modern human beings have Neanderthal DNA in their genes? Many people believe that Neanderthals came before modern human beings, those of us on the planet now known as Homo sapiens, with Neanderthals having disappeared off the face of the earth by the time human beings began to populate the earth. But in fact, there were many, many years of overlap where both species coexisted on the planet. The percentage of Neanderthal DNA in modern humans is near zero or close to zero in people from African populations. However, it is about 1 to 2% in people of European or Asian backgrounds. In a study summarized in Newswise with the headlines, Ancient Humans, Clarifying the Coexistence Between Modern Humans and Neanderthals. This article, dated 13 October 2022 in Scientific Reports. The summary, modern humans may have coexisted with Neanderthals in France and northern Spain between 1400 and 2900 years before Neanderthals disappeared, according to a modeling study published in Scientific Reports. These findings add to our understanding of the existence of the two species of humans in this region. While the evidence suggests we've got about 2,000 years, give or take, overlap, Neanderthals did in fact appear on the planet prior to Homo sapiens. The article goes on, based on this modeling, the authors estimate that Neanderthals artifacts first appeared between 45,343 and 44,248 years ago, and disappeared between 39,894 and 39,798 years ago. The date of Neanderthal extinction based on Neanderthal remains was between 40,870 years and 40,457 years ago. Modern humans, we appeared about 42,653 to 42,269 years ago. The authors concluded that this suggests the two species of humans coexisted in these regions for between 1400 and 2900 or 2900 years. These results do not, however, indicate how or whether modern humans and Neanderthals interacted. However, based on the fact that Neanderthal DNA does appear in modern humans, especially in people with European or Asian backgrounds, well, that suggests to me there was, obviously some kind of interactions. Let's move from humans to whales. Did you know humpback whales are known to save other species of animals from killer whale attacks? They've been observed protecting animals such as seals, sunfish. How do they do that? They put themselves in harm's way between the intended targets of the orcas or the killer whales and the animals that those whales are attempting to kill and eat. Killer whales, also known as orcas, do attack humpbacks when those humpbacks are young. Thus, one theory as to why humpbacks go out of their way to help other species is they are, in fact, protecting their own young. One theory tells us that humpbacks are responding to the sounds of orcas as they hunt. Yet a third theory suggests that humpbacks are capable of empathy and they simply want to help. From the ocean to Greece we go. According to historical records, the Greek king Alexander the Great washed his hair in saffron. Why? He wanted to keep it nice and shiny orange. He believed that saffron helped him heal quicker from wounds after battle. During this period, about 356 BC to 323 BC, saffron was even more rare than diamonds and more expensive than gold. So, from whales and ancient Greece, we go to the world of canines. As of the time of this recording, the world's tallest dog is a 2-year-old Great Dane by the name of Zeus. This, according to the Guinness World Records. When he's up on his hind legs, that pooch stands at a staggering 7 feet. 7 feet. According to Zeus's owner, Zeus thinks he is a lapdog. On September 8th, 1636, in Cambridge, Massachusetts, the venerable Harvard University was established. For hundreds of years, Harvard had the distinction of being the oldest university in the United States until, well, it wasn't. How did that happen? The United States colonized the Philippines in 1899. Manila's Universidad de Santo Tomas was founded in 1611. So with that colonization, Harvard was no longer the oldest university, and that was the state of affairs for 47 years. How did Harvard regain that title? In 1946, the Philippines gained independence and was no longer associated with the United States. As a result, the title of the oldest university in the United States was handed back to Harvard University. And we will close with one more cheesy fact. According to the National Historic Cheese-Making Center, the actual time and place of the origin of cheese and cheese-making is not known. The practice is closely related to the domestication of milk-producing animals, primarily sheep, which began about 8,000 to 10,000 years ago. The art of cheese-making is referred to in ancient Greek mythology, and there is evidence for cheese and cheese-making that was discovered on Egyptian tomb murals dating back over 4,000 years. Cheese may have been discovered accidentally by the practice of storing milk in containers made from the stomachs of animals. An enzyme found in the stomach of ruminant animals would cause the milk to coagulate, separating into curds and whey. Another possible explanation for the discovery of cheese stems from the practice of salting curdled milk for preservation. Still another scenario involves the addition of fruit juices to milk, which would then result in curdling the milk as a result of the acid in the fruit juice. So the next time you enjoy a tasty slice of cheese, think of all those ancestors so many years ago who also enjoyed cheese. Ancestors going back 8 to 10,000 years. If you're keen for more information, do check the show notes for sources. If you enjoy tidbits of information like we've shared today, this would be a perfect time to subscribe or follow the Weird and Surprising Facts podcast, the podcast where you can listen and always have something cool to share. Visit our website at weirdandsurprisingfacts.com and listen to previous episodes of this show. If you would like to be in touch, email me at cartermethod@gmail.com. Until our next visit, your host here, Stephen Carter, and I wish for you and your loved ones blessings in abundance.